I understand why people make videos in their car because it's quiet. It's a lot quieter than outside. Oh, guys. I have been thinking a lot. Well, I mean, what else have I got besides my brain? But I have been thinking a lot about all of these tower moments, like, you're falling apart, and you're falling apart, and you're falling apart. And how about we have over there fall apart too? like sometimes I think, how much can one person take? And the answer is a lot. A lot. People can take a lot more than we give them credit for, probably. I think that our capacity to survive is insanely high. As long as we have a will to live. As long as we want to still be here. If you want to still be here, you will find a way to be here. If you want a good life, you'll find a way to get a good life. If you want insert X, there is always a way. You just have to sort of decide what you want. I want a fairy tale, which everyone, well, I shouldn't say everyone tells me is kind of dumb, but I think since everyone kind of wants a fairy tale, it's like, well, why should you be the one to get it? And I say, why not? Why not me? Why not one of us? Some of us get it. Why not us? I'm tired of I don't even make a lot of videos, if I'm honest. Like, this is probably third, fourth. I don't know. I don't really post anything, but I'm going to post this one because at least a video today, right? Like, I want to feel less alone. And sometimes I just have to be there for myself. So I like watching my own videos and hearing myself give comfort to me. It's worked in the past. So if it works, it works. Kind of makes me think of like Beauty and the Beast. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But if it can be improved, improve it. I don't know. Efficiency. I always just assumed people recorded and then they edit. Do I get too lazy to edit? I don't know. I turned in a lot of rough drafts when I was in school. I got called out. And it actually did not make me change the way that I did things. Because what I did worked. And it works. It usually does work until it doesn't anymore. And then what do you do? And I've been thinking a lot about, and then what do you do? What do you do when you've exhausted all your resources? What do you do when you've borrowed all that you can borrow? What do you do when there's like nowhere else to turn? And the irony is that I'm giving a talk in church this Sunday about how to keep the faith. I mean, I forget the exact wording. Something about like getting through stuff, keeping the faith, And I was like, I'm going through that right now. How do I keep the faith? I don't know. I just do. Like, I just stay. I stay here and I wait and use whatever adaptive coping skills, whether maladaptive or good, super well adaptive coping mechanisms. I employ what I can because that's how you survive. You just use what you got. But I have read a few scriptures lately that says God will meet you where you're at and utilize what you have. There was a talk referenced when I was given this topic, and basically it was this conference talk. I'm LDS. But it was this conference talk about being made whole through Christ. And the conference talk referenced the virgins, the 10 virgins, and the 5 who had prepared wisely and the other 5 who had not. And I'm definitely a have not prepared wisely when it comes to like handling single parenthood, handling getting divorced, handling rough relationships, handling loneliness and abandonment and trauma. I do not feel like I prepared well for that. But the thing, we can't apply every story to every position that we're in. That's the beauty of discernment. Because in the story, I'm not a wise virgin. I'm a foolish one. However, God meets us where we're at. You know, like, what do you do when you have nothing else to do? You pray harder. You root for miracles. You humble yourself and humble yourself and humble yourself until you think that there's no humility left. there's no humility I can descend to. How much pride do I have? How much ego is still there? Like, and then you decide where that line is, because you are children of a God, right? You're a demigod, semigod, seeds of God. If we are gods, that means we have power. So let's use it. Let's use it to be wiser virgins. Let's use it to manifest miracles. Let's use it to turn to source. Turn to the divine. Let Jesus take the will. That's the weight, I think. Jesus taking the will is waiting. You're like, there's nothing more I can do with this. So you let go. You let go and you let God, and you see what the universe does with it. And it's hard, because sometimes it's like, I gotta do more. My father is very big on productivity equals success. Not hard work, though, because we come from slaves, and slaves worked hard, but did they get ahead? So it's not just hard working, but we still need to do something. So what do? You go for a walk in the park. You take a walk in a park and you open your heart to Jesus and you pray for miracles, and you just keep going. You just keep going. Whether that's waiting, whether that's sitting for... I had a friend, and I was like, I don't know how I keep doing it. And she sends me this scripture where this guy prayed, and I don't remember if he saw an angel, but basically God gave him some manna, some bread or something, and told him to take a nap. He was like, eat and sleep. You'll feel better when you wake up. And that's the thing, is that you do, because when time passes, even when you withdraw your need to control and do things, and you let time pass, some things fix themselves. Some decisions get made for you. Not that you had as much control over them anyways. Like, I get to decide if I do something about it. I don't get to decide the consequence. I don't get to decide that everything's just going to work out the way that I want it to. If I had that power, wouldn't it already be? So it's a co-creation. It's a co-creation with the universe. It's a co-creation with all the people in the universe. It's a co-creation with the tree over there. It provides the shade, and we nurture them. Well, I mean, whoever the park manager does. Planting seeds and letting them grow takes time. I'm just impatient. Real impatient. Because I'm tired. And I think because I'm tired, I just can't go on. This is the part where I stop in the desert and just roll over and die. I'm so dramatic. I don't know. Is it really life or death? No, I'll probably survive tomorrow. We can go like 30 days without food. Like, it's never as bad as it feels right now. It could feel worse. It could get worse. But the fear of it is so deliciously, and the fear will eat us up. And I want to not be afraid. Actually, I don't know if I want to not be afraid or if I just want to be more courageous. Take away fear and what do you get? Recklessness? Like, I'm not trying to be reckless. But I do want to be a person of courage. I do want to be a person of resilience. I do want to be a person full of love and peace. And if I can learn to cultivate those things when my life is in chaos, then I got it made, right? Pound it, right? Yeah. Well, so here's to all the other people having rough days. Good luck out there. Just got to get through today and then tomorrow and then the next day. And a lot can change in a week. A lot can change in a month. A lot can change in a day. A lot can happen in a day. And it's just gotten started. So